well, we got the missing rarities for Phantom Revenge. You guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more. We're officially in release territory for Europe because, you know, at least they're getting the product on time. And down here on our spoiler list, we're going to get to see some of these interesting rarities and higher rarity stuff. One of the first ones that's going to probably perplex you is Snatch Steel actually made its way into the set as a collector's rare. Didn't we already do? I mean, maybe just it was quarter century, right? Yeah, it was. So Snatch Steel finally has its famous collector's rare. I was a little bit about this, honestly. There's got to be one generic card within every one of these sets, and it tends to be that Snatch Steel got the collector's rare upgrade, which, I mean, for the people that didn't want to fork out, what was it, like $60 for the longest time for the Snatch Steel, I can get behind that. I feel like that's a win. Good news, though. I mean, most of your rares, except for, you know, Snatch Steel, are going to get those rarity upgrades. It's just funny that it's like, you know, Snatch Steel's the one that actually got away. So, holy crap, man. Was that the only rare upgrade? I think it was. You can get the Arcane Apprentice and the Terrors in the Hidden City rare common, too. Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. I actually didn't even think about this. This is technically Book of Tayo's first holo printing, actually, in this set. Wow, that's actually really cool. I don't know, I must have missed that on the initial release window, but that's really, really cool. Oh, hi. So Arctail, the big pendulum. This thing is the, what is it? After this card slip face up all in the monster zone. Each time your opponent sends a monster to the graveyard, they take 900. Yeah, for this being a floodgate card, this is really good. And when your opponent activates a monster effect that would destroy a card or cards on the field, this is the one that we can flip face up to protect your stuff. I do think that this is one of the coolest ones. What was our rarity on this? It was, Arctail with Super and Collector. I'm actually very, very happy about that. Enneacraft release also is getting a collector's rare upgrade within the set, which is wonderful, man. The fact that, you know, this is going to be a 3 of in the deck, it's going to cost you a little bit of money to pick this up. So, like, the odd thing that we did know about this set was a lot of the Enneacraft stuff was going to take up collector's rare slots. They were going to push them out of the Starlight slots to try to make them slightly easier to get, I guess. It's kind of the same thing they did with Canine, but okay, I'm fine with release. So, the two big ones are going to be locked up in collector's rares. Cool Tune Track Maker. So this is the big level 4 that we can use. What is this? If this card on the field be used for synchro material, you can use a tuner in your hand. And then, what is this? On special summon, you can add a Cool Tune card from your deck to your hand, sends the graveyard's material, return one card your opponent controls the hand. Okay, so yeah, this was actually good value. That one's okay. Loudness, wow, I can get Loudness War as a collector's rare. That's a lot of high rarity to actually be dumping into this. But I mean, this is the one that usually causes a lot of the madness on the opponent. So I mean, you get to apply that monster effect for whatever you're banishing. So Loudness War is getting a super rare as well. Oh wow, Cool Tunes Jukebox. The field spell also got a collector's rare. This is your additional normal summon extender that makes Loudness War have that big 3,000 stat line on him, which is going to be very, very nice. Interesting. So I have a lot of the... How many of these? Okay, so... Cool Tune did get Super Collector, but Cool Tune Clip got Super Collector and Starlight. This, I guess, makes sense, because this is typically one of the stronger cards within the deck. I also believe this is the Thunder one. Okay, this isn't the Fiend one. I'm going to have to get so used to these typings. It's also let you banish from the opponent's extra deck. That's crazy. Unfortunately, this is really sad. The Hidden Hecahands, the literal best card outside of Jaza, is locked behind Ultra only. I don't know why they did not give the Spell Searcher a Starlight Rare or a Collector Rare. But for whatever reason, the hidden Hecahands is locked behind an ultra rare. And God forbid we get a higher rarity for that. That's crazy. Now, your Hecahands pieces, both of Ibtel and Yadel, both got collector rare and starlight rare. So if you don't like the way that starlights look for these, you can actually navigate in between the rarities that you want. Now, I mean, this is the one that special summons the Hecahands monster from the deck. And, of course, Yadel is the one that beams out the Spell and Trap card to give you the ability to get the recursion back up and running. They are both, unfortunately, big, fat level 6 monsters that you are going to have to navigate under, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Jaza also got Ultra Collector and the funny haha Starlight. This one will probably look really, really good in Collector's Rare, honestly, considering the fact that, you know, he is the big boss monster, and the fact that this is not restricted till once per, you know, his summon. It's every main phase you'll get to add a Hecahands card back from deck or graveyard. The fact that they gave it the recursion back from the graveyard too just feels so crazy. But, you know, we're getting places. Torimar also got the collector rare, starlight rare, so this is going to look out of place in the deck, which is going to be so weird to think about, because the big whale is the deck. Like, no matter how you want to functionally spin it, this thing changes all monsters your opponent controls to face down. They cannot change your battle position, which, by the way, is freaking insane when you think about its, you know, actions. But it also gives you protection during your turn from basically having your opponent do anything to you. I mean, typically you would get this down as your first action, and then you would try to do things to kind of dodge underneath Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. But it's so weird that that is our one high rarity. Now, Cool Tune Mix. Let me double check here. Okay, so Cool Tune Mix got Ultra Collector and Starlight Rare. So this is where we're going to start to see the entirety of the Killer Tune package is going to start to get slammed into your higher rarity slots. I mean, this one made its way in. Cooler Tune Rico, same friggin' thing. Now, this is your Fiend interaction that you will typically be working with. For this is also the one that's the Spell and Trap Destroyer. Q also made it in as a, this was your Fairy interaction for the deck. And then, of course, Killer Tune or Cool Tune RS also on the top end here. And funny enough, so Cool Tune RS, Q, Rico, and Mix all got Starlight Rare, Collector Rare. Now, Cool Tune Synchro, this one actually got Starlight Rare, which is gorgeous. But I mean, to be fair, this is probably one of the best cards you got, because it adds, and then immediately after it resolves, you can Synchro Summon, and then of course you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except for Tuners, which is fine, because you're just going to be bridging down the sub-arc of the combo line, which is necessarily fine for what you're working with. But it's crazy to me that they gave this Ultra Starlight, and, you know, the hidden Hecahands up here is just restricted to, you know, being an Ultra forever. In terms of your rarity spread on this set, it's interesting to see that Enneacraft got shifted into mainly collector's rare slots, while Konami pushed more of the premium rarities onto Cool Tunes, which I think definitely tells me that they wanted players to gravitate more towards Cool Tune stuff. Hecahands just kind of made its way into the middle, except for, you know, once again, hands just kind of being restricted in the space it is. And interestingly enough, there was no Nightmare print or Nightmare Magician reprint. And the fact that Snatch Steal, for some reason, got locked in here as a collector's rare it's a lot of interesting stuff, to say the least. So I'm kind of curious to see where we're going to go from here with this set. But please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and you guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.